Today we're going to finish up our project by talking about how to finish up our artist statement, our grade sheet. Last time we filled out our information and we used our notes. Today we're going to use our notes to work on our artist statement, and finally we'll finish up our grade sheet. So our artist statement is important because in a gallery or in an art museum, sometimes we see an artwork, but we don't know why the artist, for example, if it's a drawing, why they put in the lines and shapes that they did or the meaning behind it. So the artist statements answers questions that looking at the art might have, or we might have by looking at the artist's work, and so it helps us understand that better. It helps us know what's going on. So we want to use our vocabulary. What we don't want to do is to have a vocabulary list. So I'm not going to use a comma and put 36 vocabulary words together. So I want the paragraph or group of sentences to feel natural. And I'm going to share a couple of examples with you, and I'm going to share a bad example first. It's important to remember that we're not using some words. We talked about that last time. I'm not talking about I, me, my, myself, kinds of things. You, because an artist statement doesn't talk about me or you. It talks about the artwork itself. This is the bad example. I like my drawing. You can see all the shapes in it. It has shading, lines, overlapping, movement for interest. I made a focal point with texture. That's what I like about my drawing. Okay, so there's the bad example. This artist statement that I'm going to share next is about the same piece of artwork, but it's much better and doesn't use those words. The eye instantly sees the focal point because it is totally different than any other part of the art piece. Contrast plays an important part for interest, having various sizes of shapes, dark to light shading, and the movement created by shapes. So there is a good example. Okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is our grade sheet. Last time we put in our boxes. On our first box, would you please write requirements? The requirements means, did you finish or put in your drawing all of the things that we talked about? Number 2, is it completed? Did I shade everything? Did I finish everything? Number 3, the one thing that we really worked a lot on is how to use our pencil, not with the tip, but by using the sides. So number 3 is the gradation of values. We were trying to get it to be gradual, not rainbow stripes. Number 4 is the interest of design. Our goal is always to make something interesting, because if it's boring, nobody's going to want to look at it. And our last box that we added is number 5 for our artist statement. Okay? For each box, you're going to have 10 points. So on requirements, if you think you did an A job, you would give yourself a 9 or a 10. An 8 would be a B, a 7 would be a C. The same for completed, gradation of values, interest of design, and artist statement. Remember, our largest box is for you to add up all of your points, and that's where I want you to put your total score. The circle is where I am going to grade you. Okay? So please do that, and you are going to be taking a photograph of your drawing and a photograph of your grade sheet and sending those to Google Classroom, uploading those to Google Classroom. But remember, we are keeping our hard copies of our artwork, because when you come to pick up your supply bag, I will want to see your drawing in person, so the hard copy. So for those of you that made your sketch in your drawing in your sketchbook, you will have to take that out. Some of you didn't finish, so you will need to do that and turn that in late. For